you know, there comes a time where you want to stop watching the show immediately after 5 episodes. People have followed the 3 episode rule. People have followed the 5 episode rule, and then they drop it. Even if there's a new season coming along, even if they're making another season, we, as fans of the anime community or whatever, we just don't care if it has third. We don't care if it's 3 episodes or 5 episodes. We just drop it. Even if they're getting a second season, we don't care. So when I'm looking at Val X Love, and I get it, people have dropped this show. I'm surprised that I'm still surprised. I'm still standing. I'm still standing tall and strong, watching Val X Love, and I love the comments of this. I love one of the comments saying they dropped it after 5 episodes. I don't blame them. Me personally, I will drop it after 5 episodes, but I continue to doing it. I continue doing this not because I don't want to do it, but part of me is saying there's got to be a miracle. A miracle. Like, I know the holidays is coming, like Miracle on 34th Street, but still, there's got to be, it's like something telling me that there's a miracle about to happen. And I know we're on episode 7, but part of me is saying there's got to be a freaking miracle on this. Wait, am I on episode 7 right now? Yeah, 7. I'm just waiting for it to happen, and it's going to happen. So, even though it's underrated of an ecchi show, Harem, I'm going to give it credit. At least 2% credit. But back to it. But other than that, let's talk about Val X Love episode 7. Takuma has gone through so much stuff that it screams to me, why is he even important? Like, why is the main character so scared of everything? I mean, okay, I get it. The loss of his mother. They treated him like dirt. He has social problems. I get that. And he lived with 9 Valkyries. Okay. But there's some things that he says to me, he's not pulling his weight so much. Just because the school festival thing, was that really the biggest thing he ever done? No. That's why I'm not sure. So now I'm looking at this episode, and this was a fan service episode. This is like, to me, it's like, okay, first 6 episodes we had all the we have every Valkyrie girl facing off against these demons. Now we got to see, now it's like, okay, we're gonna take a break from this. To them, it's like we're gonna take a break from this, and then we're just gonna see a demon show. We're gonna see a fan service show episode, and that's what we got, a fan service. And how do we play fan service episode? Doing just your classic fan service of them looking at their bodies, looking at all that stuff. Everything we asked for in a harem anime. So that's why I'm like, okay, they're going to play doctor. That's what they're going to do. They play doctor. Now, here's the thing. After watching this 7 episodes, I don't have like a list like in ranking wise who's best Valkyrie girl. But after watching this episode, I can say this. Misa is best girl right now. So far, I'm going to put Misa up there. Second to that is the Valkyrie with the blonde hair girl, the housewife type thing. Yeah, her. And then probably the other sister, the Ichika. Yeah, Ichika, the one with the spear. That's who I put up with. But right now, I don't have like a minor favorite. But right now, it's Misa. So right now, they're playing doctor, and each Valkyrie was given like an examination to examine their bodies. Due to that little girl's ability, Kuri, that little pigtail Valkyrie girl, she gave him the device that makes her examine the bodies. So the first thing was Futabu. I put them in order based off who the names are. So Futabu, the housewife Valkyrie, decides to, she's all healthy, so he like grabbed a stethoscope and put it right on her chest. And I'm like, wow. But that's not impressive. I mean, we've seen a lot of that stuff before. Then you got to Misa. Okay, I don't understand. Yeah, Misa. The green hair Valkyrie girl, she is hilarious. I mean, he slipped, pulled her pants down, took off her clothes, and then just put oil on her backside. And even though it was ticklish and cold for her, she did not want to scream so much, moaning on it and stuff. That was hilarious for her. She's best girl to me right now. Then you got the class president. All she had to do, Ichiro. All she had to do was just like, okay, her body's fine, but you gotta get a urine example. He forced her to pee in a corner, and then having her just peeing on that stuff. And when she finished, I like the stuff sparklers, like the whole like Valkyrie sparklers, because she peed on the cup. But then after that, she She like got the cup. He's like, okay, I need to examine it. And I'm like, she ran with the cup. It would have been more funny if she would have slipped and all that urine would have been on his body. That would have been funny. Then, let's get to Musumi. Let's get to her. That Valkyrie idol girl. Let me just say this. She's like top 5 for me because for a sadistic woman like her, she is really freaky. All she had to do was get a dental exam, just examine the tooth. Yeah, they examined the tooth like this, all around it. And that really turned her on so much that not only all that drooling came out, the shirts came off, but she was going to go in with that. And not only that, she was like, it would have been better if you turned off the lights. I like that. I like her. Now, Natsuki, the Valkyrie, blonde, the main Valkyrie girl. Okay. I mean, I don't like her. I mean, she always punching him in the face. I mean, I get that in every harem. There's always like a girl punching him, but he takes a lot of punches. I'm surprised he's still standing. As strong as they are, I'm surprised he's still standing. But all you have to do is just take off and just measuring the bust, the hips, that kind of thing. Simple, yet not so much. But then you get to Yakumo. Then you get to that Valkyrie girl, the shorter Valkyrie girl with the headphones. Yo, you want to talk about master-slave relationship like that other show back then? Like Henseki, are you willing to fall in love with a pervert type thing? Her fetish is so badass, like to the point where you're like, okay, but I can't see her. I can't see myself or anybody else doing with her. I mean, the fact that she really go on limits, just taking off the shirt, just to measure her fever, just to take off her shirt, go on top of him, and then bite his ear, and it was so good. But then he ran off. Why would you run off after something so sadistic? You decided to run off? Like, why? And then you got the little pigtail girl. Okay, I get that. Now, aside from Kuri, Ichika, which you don't see because she's always not in the presence of the house, and Shino, who we don't really see her face, but in the opening we did. She's in the back. She's in the storage back. I mean, in the backyard, just reading books in the shed. But in terms of all these girls, Misa is like, to me, the best, because not only he examined the bodies, he also was on a date with Misa, but not like a simple ongoing date. It was more like just doing laundry, just folding clothes and whatnot. Now, before I get to that, let me just say this: I wasn't fond with what he was doing. I thought he wasn't gonna do something with Yakumo and Ichiro, those little sisters that looks up to him. Like here's the thing about harem animes. Every harem anime, when there's a little girl involved, I can't see myself like. Why does people like them as waifus? Why do people like them as favorite girls, like the favorite girls in that harem? Me personally, I see them as little sisters or daughters that I ever had. That I wish I. Like Pappy. Look at Pappy from Monster Mitsune. Why would people smash Pappy? She's just a little bird harpy. I don't care if she's the same age as Mia. I'm not. No. How about Kusuno? Look at Kusuno from Sekirei. Why people like Kusuno? Why people say that she's waifu with her? I understand Kusuno's like over 20 years old. I get that. Oh, here's one that everybody seems to forget. Philo from Rising the Shield Hero. Really? Philo? Why people want to smash Philo? I don't get it. Oh, Kana from Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, I know Dragon Maid's not a harem, but come on. Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid and okay, Lokua, Elma, Toru, I could accept that. But Kana? No. Absolutely not. I don't see why is that a big deal. I mean, I don't see why everybody want to smash Kana. No. I consider them as daughters or sisters that you want to have. If you put them like in a daughter sister type thing, you gotta put that. Or in High School DxD. The little girl with the Neko powers. I keep forgetting her name, but you get the idea. What I'm trying to say is little girls' animes and harems, I can't. Now back to what I was saying. Misa, being that the sister, I think the third oldest sister, she is more mature than she was in the past. I like how a simple date ended up with fan service. Like a simple laundry ended up in fan service. To when strings are attached up to the embodiment of her wearing just a sweater all the way down, showing up her ass, showing up her face, her boobs, all that stuff. It was great fan service episode, by the way. And I like the backstory that her being the big sister towards the other Valkyries, and she was holding little Kuri. That was cute and all that. You know, I really admire that big sister role she has. I really admire Misa on so many different levels with this one. I really did. That tells me that Misa's best girl for me, and I like that in a way. I like that. And she sees the comparison to Takuma. Like, he folded all the clothes that they wore, and she was surprised because if you think again, he lived in this big house, nobody's there. His mom died, live in a big house, all the housework was all on him, and that just resonates like to her. It's like, wow, I live in a house with all Valkyries. I can imagine exactly. Now she sees why. So I like this episode so much to that point where it's like, okay, this is one of those times where he's like, yeah, Misa is stepping up her game, and that's why I said Misa's best Valkyrie girl. Right now it's Misa, Ichika, and Futaba, the housewife Valkyrie. Those are the three Valkyrie girls I like in terms right now. So basically, episode 7 didn't really. It gave us a fan service episode, but it's not as a big fan service episode compared to all the other fan service shows we watch, like To Love Ru, Shimamano Testament, Psyche Ray, Girls Bravo, Cat Planet Cuties. I get that. This was like, in terms of this fan service episode, it's like slow fan service at best. So okay. But let's see how this develops in episode 8. Hopefully next week we get something out of the ordinary. Something that will scream Takuma did something good for a change. So let's see how that works out. So I look forward for next week's episode, and I hope you will.